Hello everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Explore. On tonight's episode, explore Dimir Control. So I've been playing a little bit of a Dimir in Standard, and what I find about Dimir is that it's not good. It's not that good because of the card that they decided to ban that really only held Dimir together. Well, not only, but was the only card that could have held Dimir together. That's a better way of saying it, and that was Meathook Massacre. Without Meathook, guess what? Standard is just not going to do well in Dimir because Black does not have good board wipe, and lifelink, or life gain, and sustainability, other than Shieldred. So here, in Explore, we can explore the Meathook Massacre. And the way this deck is formulated is basically an answers deck. It's not aggro, it's not tempo, it's only there to bring answers for opponent's play and hopefully get card advantage. Typical control style. So here's the deck list. We got one Cling to Dust. Basically is there against the Abzan Greasefang deck. So if they have creatures in the graveyard, not anymore. Or equipments in the graveyard. We have Fatal Push to push out any aggressive decks, push out their creatures. We have Force Censor as a counterspell. If our opponent's aggressive, when we don't need the counterspell, we can cycle it. Well, we can't really cycle against aggressive decks. But if they're mid-range and they have a lot of mana, then we're not going to censor. We have 2 Negate to counter big spells. 1 Go for the Throat to kill any non-artifact creature. And 4 Shieldred's Edict if we need our opponent to sack Planeswalkers. There's a lot of Planeswalkers in the current meta. And then we have, of course, 2 Meathook Massacre. Big board wipe, but also sticks around to give us life. We have 3 Narset to stop those big drawy decks. 3 Sinister Sabotage to get us card draw. Would not get us a counterspell, but also Surveil. Surveil 1, right? So we can put cards in the graveyard. That can help if we want to put Memory Deluge in the graveyard. If we want to put other cards that we'll talk about later on in the graveyard. And the 4-drop, only card draw, only card advantage cards. Behold the Multiverse, 2 off, and Memory Deluge, 2 off. All card advantage, all 4-drops, all not that good when we are behind. So these are just there to get us further ahead. What we usually want to do on 4-drop is maybe 2 removal cards, play a removal and hold up a counterspell, or play a Meathook Massacre for 4. Right? Those are all things we can do. We also have another 4-drop. It's not really a 4-drop. That's Commit to Memory. Commit is a 4-drop that bounces a spell or non-land permanent to this owner's library, second from the top, right? So it's a counterspell that's not a counterspell. So we can counter spells that can't be countered, funny enough. And then when it's in the graveyard, whether it's surveilled or it's just played after commit, we can use the memory to make each opponent shuffle their or each player shuffle their hand and graveyard into the library and draw 7 cards. So if we don't have anything left in our hand, we can do that, and it combos with Narset so that our opponent draws 1 while we draw 7. It's very rare when that happens, but it could happen. A bit of an EDH trick. And then we have 3 Shark Typhoon. The Shark Typhoon really is not to be played in most scenarios because it costs 6 and it leaves your field wide open, right? But you can channel, or not channel, this is called cycle. You can cycle it for a small shark flying token and also draw a card. That's pretty good. And in those long drawn out games where your opponent accidentally tapped out, you can play a Shark Typhoon. And Shark Typhoon, when it lands on the board, uncontested, it's insanely good. And then we have 1 Sublime Epiphany, a big counterspell that has more than 1 effect. So you can counter a spell, counter an ability, return target non-land permanent to his owner's hand, and then create a token of a creature I control, or draw a card. You can choose any of the numbers. That's crazy. And then we got 2 Torrential Gearhulk, which is another sort of answer card, right? We saw this in the creativity deck. The idea is that we can flash this in and then take 1 card we want from the graveyard and recast it in instant speed. It's pretty good. And then the land base. We are very controlled deck, so we have 25 lands. We have Hall of Storm Giant, 3 islands, 1 Otawara, 1 Castle Locthwain, 1 Hive of Eye Tyrant, 3 swamps, 1 Takenuma, 4 Clearwater Pathway, 4 Darkslick Shores, 4 Shipwreck Marsh, and 2 Field of Ruin. Again, the land base is a little bit wonky because I don't have the best lands for Dimir in Explore. I don't have Watery Grave, and I don't have the check lands for if I have islands or swamps. So because of that, I have these kind of either fast lands or slow lands that may play a little bit differently based on what I'm actually going to draw. All right, so those are some considerations you can make if you have those cards, but that's basically all I'm going to say. About the deck, let's just dive in. Where's our Dimir Control? Let's explore a little bit of Dimir. It rhymes. Should it rhyme though? Purchasing the Mastery Pass from the store. Yes, I get that. Stop telling me. Lousy advertisement as hints. We're playing against Dingo 6. There's 6 Dingos? That's not fair. Opponent goes first. We got Darkslick Shores, so I'm going to keep. Always keep a 3-lander. That's usually a good opening hand. You want to have a 3-land in your opening hand and 4 cards with at least 1 that you can play. That's kind of how I see it. Alright. Opponent thinks they're creative, which is not good for us. Maybe it's not that bad. We are a counter deck. They just got to go first. That is the only annoying part, right? Them getting to go first means that we're going to be behind basically every turn. We can foretell Behold the Multiverse unless we have 4 mana. Piece of the puzzle. Ew. Why don't you not piece of the puzzle? Alright, reveal the top 5 cards, put 2 instance cards from among them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. That is so good. Do I want to tap out? I don't really have any play, so... Wait, that's not foretell. This is foretell. Let's hope he plays a creature I can push. Otherwise, I really have nothing to play. Chart of the Course. Draw 2, discard 2. Discard a card. Alright, so... Red blue aggro? Interesting. They got 1 mana. Are they gonna do something with that 1 mana? They're just holding up. Is it my priority they're holding up? It's their priority, right? I'm already past. Come on, Dingo. Is he playing with his 6 Dingos? Is that why he's slowing down forever? A lot of his creatures, Fatal Push is gonna help. Ledger Shredder. Alright, mana value 2 or less. Let's let him connive first. Ledger Shredder's pretty good. I mean, he really can't do anything, so I'm gonna push it. And then behold the multiverse! That's bad, huh? Oh. Just got even worse. That's a counterspell, that's good. Alright, let's put a blue. We have 2 blacks, 2 black mana, and 4 blue mana. We need more black mana. Oh, we're so reactive. This deck, they must hate it. Opt. Yeah, you opt. Oh, if only you had a Narset. Would have locked down the whole deck. Are they just cantrip? I feel like the graveyard is kind of getting scary. It's probably a Phoenix deck. And they tap all their blue, so they're only left with red mana. Which is kind of interesting. Do I want a Gearhulk? Ooh, I don't want to get 2 lands in my hand, do I? Gearhulk's pretty good. I have some good cards in the graveyard here. They'll probably just tap himself out again. And I draw a land anyways. They're really not going to play anything? Do I want to Psycho Shark Typhoon here? No. I think that Gearhulk turn should have been a Shark Typhoon, but it does let our opponent do whatever they want, and I'm kind of scared that they're going to infinite me in one turn. You never know. This seems to be a all card draw deck. Piece of the puzzle. I want to counter his piece of the puzzle. Yeah, let's do it. More lands. Sure. I keep 2 lands open for Shark Typhoon. Can always play Shieldred's Edict when something scary happens. That's pretty good. We don't have a counterspell, but he don't know that. Thing in the ice! What do you know? Backcard against our deck. Yeah, you opt. You opt for that thing in the ice. What does he even flip into? Oh, he's really considering. What does it do? Return all non-horror creatures. I don't know what that's for. Arclight Phoenix. Flying Haste. Alright, he's gonna push me for 3. I'll push all your thing. And your thing is dead. I'm not even gonna block. You don't know that. Maybe you want to burn off the 1/1 shark. Shark's scary. Actually, if I block, I can actually push off the Arclight Phoenix too. Then, the Hive. Oh, the rope. Your go. This is definitely a net deck, because I don't think our opponent knows how to play that deck, or how to play Magic in general. There was a bunch of bad plays where they're tapping themselves out on their turn to draw cards. And then there was the rope. And the fact that there's 16 goals. Alright, we'll block it. That way we can kill their Phoenix. That way we can push their Phoenix. The 1/1 is back. Probably has a burn spell, right? That does 2 damage. This is a 3/3 though. Wow. Okay. I guess you can do that. You really think that's going to help your Phoenix? I can kill a Phoenix every turn for the next like 5 turns. Wow, that's a nice play you got. We do handle their deck pretty well because our deck's full of removal and their deck's full of bad plays. So that was the first Explore game where we explore all over their deck. Now, I can't unsee this. This just reminds me of Tears of the Kingdom in Zelda, where you jump into the hole and go into another world. Look, it's Rio! Hello, Rio. Hey, we're gonna go first. Not a great hand. We got just a little bit of counterspell. If it was a creature card, otherwise draw a card. Yeah, 3 lands. Or 3 cards, 4 lands. Less great than before. Giganta. Okay, I take back everything I said. This is a terrible hand. And I have no way to come out of this alive. Guess we're gonna have to start pushing. Wow. Yeah. Pushed. Do I want to exile light up the stage? None of these really get me, huh? Robber of the Rich. That's the scary card. But it's until the end of your next turn you may play those spells. And gain 3 life. It's not much. I can draw a card. That isn't much either. The Robber of the Rich. He has 4 cards. I don't want too many cards in my hand. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't draw a card because it would just be a land. Guess we're getting hit by the Robber. Deck, what are you doing? Deck? What are you doing? Deck? Only draw lands. Okay. Ooh, that's a card I wanted. I guess Shieldred's Edict is also pretty good. I don't need more lands. Just when I said it. This kills everything, right? He can't play anything. Ah! The Meathook scream is beautiful. Alright. I forgive you, deck. Especially against mono red. They deserve all the mana screw they get. Hey, they end the festivity. And they want to end the festivity again? Just quit. Just blow up. Like, your deck has no meaning. Alright, I do need that mana. Because I can exile card with the Cling to Dust, and then I can negate something if I need to. Is it? Oh, it's an escape. I need to exile 5 other cards. For some reason, I thought it was a flashback. Well, we got Censor. We could probably censor whatever they play because they have no lands. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lightning Strike. Sure. Exile the top 2 cards. Sure. I had to do it because I can't Memory Deluge otherwise. And now we get a bunch of things. Fatal Push is pretty good. Shark Typhoon is pretty good. Sinister Sabotage is pretty good. So we're just gonna Fatal Push their 1 creature. That's not great. Again, should not play greedy. I always play greedy, but against mono red, you gotta play safe. So I'm gonna hold up all the counter spells. and basically everything. This will lock him down entirely. They're just going to pass turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they just pass turn, I can Shark Typhoon for 5. Right, can they instantly deal enough damage to me to kill me? But if it's 3, it just kind of eats it for whatever whatever he plays on it. So what if I just not do anything? And I'll just cycle this. I gotta be like thinking. Now I have enough counter spells to counter everything he plays. Yeah, that's fine. That's also fine. And we get a Narset. Wow, okay. Get ready to die. Nothing you play will ever matter. One, two, three. We get a 3/3 out. What would you like to do with your 4 mana? Negate. We can Sinister Sabotage both spells. Well, 2 spells. No. Oh, I think the survey didn't even work. What, my turn? Good game! Good game! Stupid mono red. Listen, I'm not bad-mouthing the deck, alright? The deck, the mono-red deck is very good, which is usually what mono-red decks are in any format. They're very good at bursting. I'm just bad-mouthing the player. Faithless is he that says I can't read the rest. Gimli speaks faster than I can read. That's scary. Green one. Alright, I wonder if they're going to play green. We get to go first with 4 lands and 2 counterspells, so it's something. I don't think I have any spell that requires 2 blue, so I'm going to play the Swamp first. Then I'll play the blue. Then I'll play Marsh. They might think we're, you know, going to have a cut down or something and play differently. That's not what I want. I want to click on those little people. I think this is the Kaladesh board. Our opponent is mulliganing. The big green. The greenness is getting to us. If I don't have a push, right? So I don't know. I don't know what to do if they play a. Okay, they don't. I was gonna say if they play a Landware Elf, I'm not really sure what to do in that scenario, but they don't. They get a Plains. Having a plane means that they could have enchantment removal, which means that the Typhoon is probably gonna come out. Okay, never mind. It's humans. Still, I think Typhoon's probably going to come out earlier than Hardcast. They probably have enchantment removal still. 3 mana. Lieutenant. Wait. Enter the battlefield, choose a creature, and sacrifice it, and it gains indestructible. I can counter that. Double Typhoon, huh? That's not what I wanted. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature. Asper. Alright, am I gonna get the card I need? Or am I gonna die? Die it is! I can make a 3/3. That might catch him off guard. I doubt it though. Well, we got the Aspirin. Now we'll push the Copper Coat. Push it. Push it good. Alright, I might need the Otawara, so I'm not gonna play it. Although that means that my Shark Typhoon can only be a 2/2. Thalia? Thalia's fine. Do I want to Otawara the Thalia? That means I can Shark Typhoon. Or I can Shark Typhoon at 2/2. Gives me to draw a card. Behold the Multiverse. I can hard counter a spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 2 mana, and then this is 4 mana. I only need 6. Well, the 2/2's not blocking. Might as well go in for attack. Oh, I forgot to channel. Have to counter that. Don't need a negate. Not against that deck. Ooh, a Meathook Massacre. That's pretty good. Wait. Almost forgot to attack first. The beautiful thing about Meathook Massacre is that I can actually balance it with Otawara. So that means that I have a board wipe whenever I need it. That's why you should not play your Otawara if you have a chance to. It's a beautiful card in your hand. It's just a land on the board. Oh, another Thalia. Who would have known? Ossification. That's not very good for them. Kind of a waste of a spell. But we're also out of cards, so... Behold the Multiverse! Ooh. Oh. Oh boy. Both pretty good cards. I'll just take both of them. Thank you very much. What can we cling to? Not really anything, huh? Only creatures, that's just life gain. I can exile my own cards, right? I can exile any card from any graveyard. Cling to Dust is actually a really good card, now I think about it. Because it's just a card draw when you need it to be. Ooh, 9 Aaron, huh? It's just gonna hardcast it? I'm just sacrifice a non-token creature. It convokes into nothing, I think. I think he card cast it. And I draw a land. Every land that I play gets me closer to Hall of Storm Giant. And it is a giant. They don't have anything I want to exile. Let me exile a Negate. I don't know. Does not matter. Just give me a card. Oh, it's a land. Oh, look, it's another land. Do I have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah. Take 7. Down to 9. I mean, they can try to race with Mutavault. That's not really a race. Sure. And quit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Dimir, so strong. Either we're flooded or mana screwed, does not matter, we still win. This deck is fun. This deck is what I think Control should be, and that is my favorite style of play. So, yeah, all I can say about this deck is it's beautiful. It's, where's my Explore Dimir deck? This deck has all the answers. It's got all the right place at the right time. Of course, I did get lucky in a few draws, and Gearhulk Massacre really helped us close out a lot of games here. So, yeah, the deck is strong. It's amazing. I highly, highly recommend it if you have the cards to try it out. Look, I don't even have the best land base. Can you imagine if I had the best land base? The whole deck is just basically being able to answer whatever your opponent throws at you is what you need. It's got tons of counterspells. It's got Sinister Sabotage, it's got Censor, it even has Commit and Sublime Epiphany. Those are big counterspells. It's got a lot of removal. Fatal Push, Go for the Throw, Shieldred's Edict, even Gearhulk Massacre. It's got a lot of answers. So, what does our opponent have? Our opponent has Concede. They have that Concede button, and that's all they need. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next week for Friday Night Explore again.